Hi there, welcome to the World Silver Gods YouTube channel, and in this channel, I've been kind of dreading it, or in this video, we're kind of dreading it, but we're going to discuss the silver coinage of Netherlands, the Netherlands Antilles, and Dutch Indonesia. And the reason I've been dreading it is kind of manifold, is because the mintages are very sporadic, the Finenesses are very sporadic as well. In some cases you have guilders and cents being issued simultaneously, and it's just very confusing, this coinage, even for me, and I'm pretty good with world silver coinage. However, I'll try and make it as simple as possible. I'm not going to go in each date by that much depth, because there's really not a huge need to, if you know what to look for and what you're looking for. And if you're buying under spot, you can do pretty well with just knowing a couple of quick references. We're going to start with the Netherlands. Now, the Netherlands released 10-cent coinage. There aren't any guilders that you're likely to encounter, at least without numismatic premiums, in the Netherlands. They issued 10-cent coins from 1910 to 1945. These are 0.640 fine, 64% fine silver. Likewise, they also issued 25-cent coins from 1910 to 1945. And these are also 0.640 fine. Lastly, they also issued guilder, 1 guilder. This is the only time you'll see guilder in the Netherlands. I don't know why it goes from cents to guilder, but these are 1 guilder coins, and they are 0.720 silver. They are 0.720 silver, and they're from 1922 to 1967 is when you're most likely to encounter these coins. All 3 denominations, 10 cents, 25 cents, and guilder denominations, were issued for many decades previously. But after a while, it just gets so vast and so complex. There's different finenesses for different eras. In the 1800s, it was 0.935 fine. It's very confusing. I started with the 1922 to 1910 range because that's most likely what you're likely to encounter that's identifiable, at least. And most of it will be in the World War II era, because there was just a huge amount of silver coinage from all countries due to World War II. So, I mean, if you're interested in finding more about it, you can dig deeper than the 1920s. But if you're just know the 40s, 30s, 40s, you're pretty well set up to get all this silver coinage. So that's the Netherlands. You got 10 cents, 25 cents, and 1 gulden, or guilder, singular, I'm not sure. And these are 0.640 fine, and guilder alone are 0.720 fine. I have no idea why they did different finenesses. Now you have the Netherlands Antilles. These are actually a really small series of islands off the coast of South America, and they're so small, but the amount of coinage that was issued for these areas was pretty impressive. Now you'll see there are the same size of coins, but now we have 1/10 guilder. Instead of 10 cents, it's 1/10 of a guilder. Okay. These are 0.640 fine, like the Netherlands coins. This is a quarter guilder, not 25 cents. Luckily, you'll be able to tell if it's one or the other, obviously, because it's a guilder, and it'll say Netherlands Antilles, Antilles. Okay. And then you have 1 guilder coins from the Netherlands Antilles. And these are 0.720. They follow the same pattern as the Netherlands coins. Okay. And there are also, strange mintages, strange idiosyncrasies with this coinage, because there are some where the denomination is in cents, and there are some when it's in guilder. and there's some narrow date ranges where it's not silver and it is silver. But most of what you should worry about is from 1944 until 1967, I believe, or 68. Or I'm sorry, 1970 are silver. From like the 40s till 1970 are silver on the Netherlands Antilles. Next, you have Dutch Indonesia. And these are coins from when Indonesia was a Dutch colony, or parts of it were. And these are all 0.7205, luckily. Okay, and they'll say Netherlands Indie on it. They'll be in guilder denominations. These are 1/10 of a guilder. These are 1/4 of a guilder. They're also 1 guilder denominations. And they'll have, I believe, Indonesian writing on the back, which I personally am not a huge fan of coins, except for the sole exception of Japanese coins where I can't read the values or the denomination on it. So as a consequence, I'm not really a fan of Chinese coins or coins from the Middle East or Russian coins. So these are kind of as exotic as I go. Luckily, they have Roman language, and I guess it's probably a narrow-sighted view to look into things. But I do like to at least know what it is in Romanized language letters. But hopefully, you're not too confused or as confused as I was. But if you look in the description of this video, I'll try my best to list what coins to look for from the Netherlands. And it's a shame because it's a very interesting country to look into. They issued a lot of coins. It's pretty impressive, even for these small islands or just a small little area. They have pretty prolific mintages. And the Netherlands actually itself, the Netherlands proper, issued a lot of Gulden silver coins. So you're probably going to come across these more often than not in a junk silver coin bin. So you definitely, if you just want to do the Netherlands, that's a lot more manageable than the other colonies. But I try to know as much as I possibly can, so I threw those in there. But again, if you're just interested in the the Netherlands, Dutch Netherlands, however you want to pronounce it, that's a good way to break into it to get started with. So that's the Dutch coinage and some of their colonies. If you have to watch this video several times to kind of let it sink in, I don't blame you. It took me a while to get comfortable, at least with all of them. But get out there and go for it.